that feeling of
Mhm.
having a crush? It's just so exciting.
It is so exciting.
It was that day where I went and my friend invited all his other friends and none of them let me play. I just remember like staring at this one person. I was like, who is this person? And I remember just going to play pickleball. And then every time he would walk in, it was like everything else around it would just like pause. Like a movie, like this one person
The
shifting. Everything
spotlight.
else is just like on hold.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Pickle Me This. Be sure to subscribe, comment, and like so you'll be notified when new episodes drop every Saturday morning. You definitely don't want to miss them. Also, your support helps other pickleball enthusiasts find us too. Everyone has a story. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Pickle Me This, and I'm your host Deirdre. And today I'm sitting down with Shireen, who moved to a new city looking for a tennis court and found something she didn't even know she was missing. What started as a wrong turn led to a community, a lifeline through some of life's messier moments, and a reminder of what it feels like to just go outside and play. Shireen brings such great energy to the courts, and today she's bringing it here. You're gonna love her. Let's go. I feel like that's like what's always like said on the courts all the time. So I'm like, I gotta throw that in there. Welcome.
Thanks. It's good to see you.
It is good to see you. All right. So I always like to start off with where you were in your life before pickleball. What was like life like when you first moved to Raleigh?
So I actually found pickleball pretty soon after I moved to Raleigh. I was looking for some tennis courts and we were just so bored and we wanted to play and we drove up to these courts and we are like, what is that? Like, why is it so tiny? And no one was
Uh,
there, despite what it looks like these days.
yeah.
It was so empty. And yeah, we were confused. And then we just ended up looking it up. We were like, what is this? And found some wooden paddles and then kind of started hitting. Some other people were there and we were like, are we supposed to have wooden paddles? And they're like, probably not.
that
So then we
that was
went,
kind of them.
yeah, it is kind of then. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was just exploring Raleigh when I first moved here. We were kind of just driving around our neighborhood. I had a few friends from dental school here, so we were all kind of new to the city.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just exciting kind of driving around and seeing what's out there. And so glad I found pickleball because I'm a very outdoorsy person.
Yeah.
And Nebraska, where I moved from, kind of took that away from me.
Because it's cold or because
Because
there's
I
not
was
much
in
to do?
school and it was cold and it was flat. I'm from Albuquerque, so I love the mountains and I just love being outside. So this was like a new fun thing that I had never heard of before, and it was a chance for me to be outside again. So yeah, little by little I picked it up and like every other pickleballer, I'm an addict.
Yes. It's kind of funny how fast that happens, right?
Yeah.
Um, I love being outside too. A lot of people play indoors and a lot of people like the clubs, but I just don't get as much enjoyment from playing indoors as outdoors. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, indoors is kind of loud. It's nice in the winter, but yeah, just outside, it's just a different vibe. Everyone's
Different vibe.
out there to play and it's fun.
Yep. Yep. Trees and leaves and I don't know, sometimes the birds. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, we get a good tan going.
Exactly. Exactly. So you said you found it, you started hitting around. Do you remember like your first games, Shireen? Like, do you remember like meeting people and like actually like beginning to play the games and what that was like?
I would like go with my friends from dental school, and then I had a few neighbors that we met, and we actually recruited our neighbors. So then one day I went and his name's Michael. He now lives in New York, but he pretty much taught me all the basics because we recruited him and then he like dove in and was
Yeah.
like, what are the rules? Like, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to play? So then every time I would go with him, he'd be like, oh, don't stand there. Like, oh, don't hit it like that. That was really annoying. It actually taught me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you need somebody. How quickly did it go from playing with people that you know to just dropping in open play?
One of the times I ended up going with Michael, and back then, because this is a long time ago, I'd say it's like 5 years ago now, or 4 years. It really wasn't so crowded,
Mhm.
and so I went with him, and I thought we were gonna play, but then he had already invited like a few guys to play with him, and it was like midday, so it was like very hot in the summer. And I was wearing this, like, long sleeve pants, like, long sleeve. I was like, "Oh my god, like, why am I dressed like this?" Again, I was new to Raleigh, so I was like, I didn't know the summers was just gonna be
You're used to Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, their summers are hot too, but anyway, yeah, so they were playing and playing and playing, and I was just sitting on this bench, like, "Are they ever gonna let me play?" And a few, like, other girls came, so I ended up playing with them. And I would come back and I was like, "Okay, like, you guys gonna let me play?" They never let me play, like, all the way up until the end. I never ended up playing with them.
So they invited you out and then they didn't let you play?
Well, one of them, and because I only knew one of them, and
Mm-mm.
then the other 3, I mean, yeah, I, like, didn't really even speak to them, and I was like, "Oh," and I've never been used to, like, not being able to play. It's like,
Mhm.
I'm outdoorsy, I'm sporty, like, I'm always used to being able to, like, get in and play. So I was kind of taken back that I was like, "I'm in the South. Aren't people friendly
Mhm.
here?"
Yeah,
They
right?
were very friendly, but I get it now. It's like, if someone comes in new to pickleball, you don't really wanna play with them, so I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
But after that, I would say is when I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna kinda go by myself because even if I get invited to play with my friends, they're not gonna play with me." So that's how it all started.
And how was it when you started dropping in? Did you feel welcome, like, right away in the community, or did it take a while?
I think I started going on the weekends, maybe, like, during the morning time, and I would say, yeah, I met people pretty quickly,
Yeah.
and everyone was very friendly, welcoming,
Yeah.
and,
When I
no.
when I first started playing, I started playing with friends too, and I'm like you, I think it's like 4 years ago now at this
Mhm.
point. 3 and a half, 4 years ago, so sometimes it's hard to remember. My one friend who asked me to play she asked a bunch of people because she was, like, addicted right from the beginning. She lived in Apex, so she asked a lot of us to meet at Method of all places. Like, Methods are, like, the really good courts,
Yeah.
especially then, and we used to meet there, and also she loved midday sun, and I don't know, I don't like, noon sun, like, when you're looking up, I just don't like it. Don't
Mhm.
like playing that.
Yeah.
And it's hard, right? So then I started liking it, and I was like, "Let me try North Hills," which was closer to me,
Mhm.
and just because now I kinda already knew the rules, I still wasn't good by any means.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Let me just try dropping in and seeing who's there," and then it was just, game over after that. Like, I just loved that place. Like, I
Yeah.
felt
It's
welcomed right away, and everybody was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. I met some really cool people.
Yes.
Like, some of my favorite people in Raleigh are from pickleball, like, they're amazing, and it's just fun to
Mhm.
kinda drop in and catch up and see what
Yes.
everyone's up to. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a great
Yes.
community. I like it.
I went yesterday, which was like a holiday for a lot of people. I went like 3 o'clock, um, thinking it would be still early before people got out of work, but I forgot that like a lot of people were off, and it was just packed. And it was like a little reunion. You walk in and you're like, "Oh, John, how are you? Chris, how are you?" Like chit chat with everybody. I love it.
Yeah.
Everybody just makes you feel really at home, which is really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Um, so you talked about how it brings you back to being a kid again and playing outside. What does just going outside to play mean to you? Like what had you lost touch with before pickleball came and you remembered that feeling?
I think that just feeling of excitement of, "Okay, like, I'm out of school, I'm gonna go outside and play."
Mhm.
And now it was like, "Okay, I'm done with work, and I'm gonna go outside and play."
Yeah.
And it's just like this easy, no responsibility, like, kind of I don't know, you're just mingling with people and you just have one thing to focus on, which is just playing,
Mhm.
and everything else kinda just goes away.
It's true. Especially after like a long day of work, right?
Yeah, I mean, long day, short day, it doesn't matter. It's just like, I know what I'm gonna do after work. I'm gonna go play.
That's true. That's true. I remember saw you on the courts one day, and we were talking about something, maybe about how it was cool to be like at the courts after work. And you said something like, "Oh, I've been talking to people all day. Like, I just don't want to talk anymore right now." And
Yeah,
like, not to me.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But
Like a different kind of talk too. Like it's like
yes,
play talk. I don't know. It's like easier. You're not really on. You're not on. You're not like taking
yes,
responsibility to
yeah,
your
it's,
treatment plan, or you're just like now with all these different people, and some people are talking about the game, some people are talking about different things, but yeah, just to be able to kind of get in the zone of
hmm
also just being in that moment and not having to worry about anything else. Like I think as adults, there's so much responsibility in life,
yes,
and we almost forget what it feels like to just play and kind of like get dusty or whatever, get dirt. I don't know. It's just a good feeling. Like you just feel alive, and I love
yeah,
that feeling. And I would say, yeah, pickleball definitely reminded me how it feels like to just go play and be outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the way you describe that too, because you said work is your on, because it's almost like a little bit of a forced conversation sometimes at work. But when you're at pickleball, you're just talking to talk, but you don't have to. It's not a forced conversation.
And I think that's an important thing. I think at work, it's so timed. Everything is such a time crunch. Like, I only have, 5 minutes with this patient. I only have, 20 minutes with this patient. And then, I'm getting called in my ear to go do another exam. So it's like, even if I do want to just sit and relax and just have
hmm
a normal human conversation, it's timed. Like I have things that I need to get done at a certain schedule, and that pressure is just on constantly.
Right.
Just having that be gone and just be
And just be.
feeling.
And just be. That's the best way to describe it. And just be. Yes. And have fun and laugh. Right. And run around. And yeah, it definitely brings you back to childhood too.
Yeah.
So you mentioned it used to be more of a guy's sport. Do you still find now that sometimes people will size you up right away and will not let you play?
Um okay, it's been a little while since I've been on the courts. I had a little injury, so I'm giving myself some time. I remember last time I was on the court, and um I was with one of my friends, and I mean people were coming up and saying hi, and they were all guys. And my friend was like, "Why don't you have any girlfriends?" And I looked around and I was like, "Look around you. Like there aren't any girls. There are so many guys on the
So many guys on the courts.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, I guess. Like
Yeah.
either way, I mean, there are like yourself. Like I love seeing you. Like I hear my name, like you're just yelling, or I say bye to you, and I mean, I think we're friends, and it's great.
hmm
Many cool girls that I've met. So I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's
Yeah.
more girls or guys.
I know our courts definitely have a lot of guys for sure.
Hmm.
And I find sometimes the guys will play with us. I don't know if they're so excited to play with us, and I don't wanna, like, generalize because that's not always true, and I can appreciate them wanting a guys game because, they probably feel like they can, battle harder and stuff, and also too, the skill level also comes into play. But yesterday when I was there, we played some, like, games, like, we folded, and it was, like, mixed for sure, and then 2 of us actually sought out a girls' game, and, like, we sought out these, 2 young girls, who've been coming, and they were, like, not even graduated college yet. But they're, like, super sweet, so we had, like, the best games. They're, like, laughing, and they're tough, like, really tough players.
Hmm.
So I can appreciate guys wanting to have a guys game because sometimes girls wanna have a girls game.
Yeah.
But then we also mix in at times, so it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess now that you mentioned that, I do kind of remember another time I was playing with my friend group, and they all wanted to leave. And they're like, "Well, why don't you just stay?" And it was one of those nights where there weren't a lot of people on the court. And there was like a group of two guys, so then it would have been 2-on-1, but then I would be the, third and the girl. And I was like, I don't think they want to play. Like, it's just, they just want to bicker, and, what guys do. They just chuckle and laugh the whole time. And I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe girls are maybe we're too serious or I honestly don't know, but it's a good time.
It's a good time.
If they wanna play with me, great, if not, then, you know, that sucks.
I was the same. I don't actually try to take it personally. I'm like, it's okay, right? It's
Yeah.
okay if you want to play with different people. It's totally fine. Um, I when new beginners come out, it was last week. I end up in a game with newer people, and now you can see people like even last night, somebody was putting their paddle in the rack, and there was like two newer, I mean, like beginner paddles in there,
Mhm.
and they're like, but a really good, like they're putting it in the fourth slot, and the other person was like a good paddle. He was like, "Should I or shouldn't I?" But I don't mind like those games every once in a while too, because we all started somewhere, so it's
Yeah.
kind of nice to meet people and help them along in their journey, you know.
Yeah.
And they just meet more fun, cool people.
And honestly, that's one of, another good things about pickleball. It's like someone said pickleball is life one time. It
Yeah.
really is because not only does it make you feel like you're a kid and you're playing again, but then all the little, like, drama things that happen on the court too, again, that
Mhm.
also just reminds me of being a kid
Yeah.
and, just not wanting to play with a new kid. It's like, "Oh, like, who's this? Do we let them in or do we not?"
I know.
Just so, like, fun and light, like, nothing
Mhm.
serious here. And, yeah, I mean, it also tests kind of our patience too. I mean, I would
Mhm.
say I don't really like teaching new people. I've had so many friends ask me, "You should take us to go play pickleball." And I'm like, "Can you guys just go practice on your own, and then when you're decent, we'll play with me? 'Cause we're adults, I mean, time is limited.
Time is limited, yeah.
And when we can actually get out there, you just wanna get out there and play, like, you wanna, like,
And
s
have a good game, right? Sometimes like the new beginners, I think everybody just wants to play with everybody.
Mhm.
Like you said, time is limited. You just want a good game. You want some good games sometimes.
Yeah, but it's also just funny. It's fun to give, the newbies a hard time, you know?
Yes. And I also you said being a kid and being left out, like, I remember being on the other side. I remember being in elementary school, and we were, like, outside, like, it's sad that I still remember this, and being picked for the kickball teams, and, like, they're picking the teams, and I, like, one of the last picked.
Mhm.
So I think because I remember that sometimes, and I remember, like, that feeling, I don't want people to feel like that. So
Yeah,
people at the courts are, like, newer and they need somebody, I'm like, "I'll jump in with you. I'll come play," you know?
yeah, yeah, no, I mean, that sucks, definitely, like, you don't wanna be the one left out.
Yeah.
Um, but, yeah, it's a little bit of hazing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You do. There's a thing. So you talked about Raleigh seemed calm from the outside, but you said it brought you a lot of life in chaos at the time. What was that period like for you?
So many different ups and downs, I would say. Just personal life stuff, not necessarily Raleigh itself. Just the things that happened was like, okay, this is pretty rough. And being in a city where you don't really have like your close friends or like your family as like a support, then you kinda lean into your community, and I
Mhm.
would say pickleball was definitely like that for me. I remember having some deep conversations with you and, um, other girls on the court and just getting life advice. I mean, there's
Mhm.
all these different ages and people with different professions, and they're all coming together and you can really get different people's perspectives. I would say I'm a pretty open person, so it didn't really like bother me at all. And I just felt pretty safe and
Yeah.
comfortable to have these kinds of conversations. And it wasn't like in an annoying way of like, it's just, you just
Uh,
kind of connect with people. And that was really cool for me for having pickleball in that way.
yeah. It is interesting sometimes when you start talking to people and you don't even mean for the conversation to get as deep from the beginning, but you just feel like comfortable and it just all the stuff starts coming out, which is all good. And I do like that there are so many people of all different backgrounds at pickleball, ages and life experiences. It really is fun.
Yeah, like, there was a guy, I think he was 83 and 83 years old, like, super fit. I would have never guessed he's 83, and I had to ask, I'm like, "What's your secret? Because I wanna be like you when I'm 83."
Yeah. So what did he say? What did he say, Shireen?
He said, "Don't stop moving." He
Oh, I
said,
love that.
yeah, he's, and that's what keeps him moving and stay fit. And again, I would have to agree with that because learning again about pickleball and how it felt like, yeah, as a kid, it just, again,
Mhm.
just as a reminder, that is what keeps us young and happy.
It does. Because there's, like, such a great variety of humans on the court is, like, what I like to say. How is that carried off the courts for you? Like, how many people have you met on the courts that you've hung out with off the courts?
There's been little pockets for me where I, meet a group and I start playing a lot with them, and then life happens, I'm either traveling or going somewhere or I get injured and kind of fall out of the pocket, and then you go back and you see people again, and then you kind of start playing with another group. And so I mean, I kind of just go in and out.
That's okay. That's okay. I feel like that's life, right?
Uh,
You go in and out. I remember this is probably a couple years ago now, right? Like I remember you went hiking. Did you go hiking with all
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
guys?
I went hiking with some, yeah. And I would say I'm still friends with them. I actually ran into Isa in the at the store.
I love Issa.
Yeah, like amazing person, just so fun to be around. But we just don't hang out, like
Hmm.
I don't know what happens. It's just not really like intentional or anything. And but if we run into each other, yeah, it's just super fun.
Yeah,
And yeah, just
life is busy. Issa was on the podcast. I don't know if you saw his episode, and I made him talk about the hiking because I remember you guys came back and everybody was telling the stories and you were all making me laugh. So I'm like, Issa, I heard you were holding up the whole crew.
yeah.
He's like, I could not climb that mountain.
When they say like good friends will take you off piste and into really crazy areas. Yeah, that was definitely us. We were dragging him. He thought it was going to be a 1 or 2 mile hike. Ended up being like 5 hours. It's
And a
just
long car ride there and back too.
us.
Right. So you had mentioned before we got on that there was a pickleball crush.
Oh my
So
gosh, yeah.
tell us about that.
Just going back to all the young feels of, oh my God, this is so funny. So
You don't have to say any names.
it was that day. No, I definitely won't, but it was that day where I went and my friend invited all his other friends and none of them let me play. I just remember like staring at this one person. I was like, who is this person? And I think it probably developed for me a little bit then. And I remember just going to play pickleball, and then every time he would walk in, it was like everything else around me would just like pause. Like a movie, like this one person
The
shifting, everything
spotlight.
else is just like on hold. So that was really weird, but again, just fun, feeling alive. Like I finally have a crush again. You know that feeling of
Hmm.
having a crush. It's just so exciting.
It is so exciting. And you already look forward to going to pickleball to play pickleball, but then something else? Heck yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, is this person gonna be there? Like, and then they
Hmm.
walk in, and you're like, oh my God, and it's just like one of those crushes where it's like so intense you can't even talk to them.
Yes.
That's how it was. It was really fun,
Yes.
but
Yes.
yeah.
Did you ever talk to him?
I mean, not really, no. I mean, just like hello and all
Yeah.
that, but no,
That's
definitely
okay.
yeah. But again, it was just fun to have a crush, feel alive.
Yes. It is fun to have a crush. You also mentioned how you used to play super early before work and you'd
Mhm.
play in the dark with phone lights. Was that in North Hills?
Yes, that was
So
really fun.
did the lights not work in the morning? You couldn't turn on with those
It
big
was
lights on?
very early. It was like,
Mm,
I think 6 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was cold outside. A different Michael, I don't know his last name, but he plays a lot, and we were like really into playing at that time. And you're like, hey, you want to just like go play before work? Because it was very crowded after work.
mhm.
So we both had this idea of let's just go super early in the morning and like do drills. And so we met at the court and we're like hitting this button and like nothing's coming on. But we were already dressed, like we were already there. And I don't think we wanted to leave. And we are like, well, let's just set up our phones and put the little flashlights on and just keep playing.
Did
So
that
we
work?
Yeah, it was so fun. I had a blast. That's, like, one of my favorite pickleball stories.
I would think to use the flashlight, that was pretty smart, you know?
I mean, we could only play in a very short distance because if we were to
Mm.
go the full, we wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but it's just, like, fun. I don't know, you just make it work and yeah. Yeah, it
yeah.
was a great time. It was one of my favorite pickleball stories.
You talked about a midday session where you were blasting music. Paint that picture for us. What made that day so special?
Oh my god, another really fun random day. I can't remember why I went. I wasn't meeting up with oh yeah, I was meeting up with someone. It was midday, but then they had stuff going on, so she was like, "I'm gonna meet you, an hour later or something if you'll still be there." And so I was like, "Yeah, I'll just play with random people." Uh, there weren't a lot of people on the courts, but there were a group of 3 guys, and they go there a lot, but they also play at different places, and I think they coach other people. But they had a huge speaker with them, and there was another girl who came on the court. Her and I start playing, and, we're just hitting and having our game, and then she leaves, so now there's 3 and there's 1, and I
That's good. Four.
kinda knew that. I was like, 1 and 4, like, let's do this."
Let's do this.
Yeah, so they started playing Sarah Landry. You probably don't know her.
Mhm.
She's a very intense EDM DJ, but they started blasting her music, and I love that type of music, so it was just so fun for me. And we were
Oh,
playing, and it was a really good game, and it was just groovy, and, the trees were out, and the sun was at a perfect angle, so it wasn't too hot, and I just remember having maybe 3 or 4 games with them, and I was like, "This is the best." I love
yes.
pickleball.
Yes, right? A good game, some, like, good music that you really like in the background. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really fun day.
Any embarrassing or other memorable things that's ever happened to you on the courts?
And when you, like, really get into a game and everyone's just so in it, and you just, like, get excited and you, like, do weird things. It's like either, you swipe your paddles together. One time we were all really into it, and you know how guys like kind of do the butt tap with their
Yeah.
paddles? I think this person like forgot that I was a girl or something. Like accidentally as I walked by, like did it, and he's like, "I'm so sorry." And it was like so random. It's just like it's okay, but like don't do that again. That was pretty embarrassing.
Oh, that's so funny. Everybody has pickleball pet peeves. Everybody. What are yours?
Pet peeves
What drives you nuts when you're out on the courts?
when it's their turn to grab their paddles. Maybe it's not that hard to irritate me. This really does irritate me.
We all get irritated.
When everyone like moves their paddles, it's their turn to play, and they don't move the little arrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just please move it? I need to see that it's getting closer to me.
Yes. And then
So
also too, if it's really crowded, you don't want people to jump in and think they're next. You know?
yeah, I mean, it can throw the whole groove off, and then people start bickering in that way, and you definitely don't want that to happen. So as soon as I
Yeah.
see it, either I'm the annoying one calling it out, or I'll just get up
Yeah.
and do it myself. Yeah, that's
Yep.
definitely my pet peeve.
Yep. Like anything else while you're actually playing? Nothing?
When I'm actually playing, I think I like to just say the score and serve quickly, and I like the fast play.
Hmm.
But then some people really like to slow it down,
Hmm.
and I'm like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. I'm a little antsy too. Some people take a while to serve or like will chit chat between points.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, especially when there's, like, a couple and they're, like, so excited about each other and they're just, like, talking, talking, talking. You're like, "I'm here, like, I'm not invisible, come on."
Let's go. Think of like one of my more recent pet peeves, and I would probably wouldn't have said this before, is when I play against somebody who's constantly lobbing against me. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not talking. I don't mind some lobs, but I'm talking like every point or every other point because
Yeah.
that is not fun. Not fun. It's not
Yeah.
fun.
And it's almost like they're not really taking your game seriously. Like, if you can lob every shot, they're just, like, kind of playing, and it's like,
I
can
know.
you
I'm like, this is yeah.
actually, like, play?
Yes, I'm like, "Is that, like, the easy way out?" You know?
Yeah. Are you here to
Yeah,
practice? What's going on here?
yeah. Like, there's definitely some strategic moments warranted for it, but the ones that are, like, that's their main way, no, no thanks.
Yeah. I do like
No.
to return some of those. They are fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But my friends always make fun of me because I point. I used to play tennis when I was in high school, so I still like to point when it's coming up from high, and they're like, "Why are you pointing?"
So if it's coming up how you point first before I don't think I noticed that.
Every time. If it's, like, even a little bit far up, I'm pointing to it. I'm getting in there.
Are you pointing to it for yourself, or are you pointing it so your partner knows you're getting it?
Oh, I'm pointing it for myself. That's, like, my aim and shoot. It's, like, aiming it,
Ah.
waiting for it, I'm trying to time it. I say all of that and, like, it's very average, shot back, but
I like that
it's
you
fun.
point. Yeah. So you talked about being a dentist. Do most people know that you're a dentist on the courts? And then do you ever get courtside dental questions?
Sometimes, honestly, I wish I got more, but I don't think I talk about being a dentist as much unless it comes up. I don't
Yeah.
mind. I don't mind telling I'm a dentist, but yeah, I love talking about dentistry. So if someone has a dental question, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most
I asked
people
you the
are
one
like,
time.
"Oh, you're a dentist? We're so scared to go to the dentist." That's, usually my the responses I get from people.
And what do you say back for that?
I say that I understand and that I hear that all the time in my dental chairs, but that's probably my favorite part about being a dentist personally is that so much of my practice has been geared towards making people feel very comfortable in the chair.
Mhm.
Because anxiety is so hard, in the dental chair, and
Yeah.
a lot of my practice is geared towards that creating that comfort for people. And,
Aw.
I would say I'm at a place where I feel like I've succeeded in achieving that. And it feels really good. It makes work less stressful for me as well when I can, manage all of that. So, yeah, dentistry's fun and stressful, but it's definitely helped me grow a lot as a person too. So.
Aw, I love that. Do you find that people who are, the ones that say they're afraid of the dentist, are they a certain age, in a certain age group, or is it everybody? I'm
Everyone,
just
yeah, I mean,
everyone.
I get people my age that they just don't go to the dentist, period, and that's not just in this area, it's kind of all over. It's known
Mhm.
that, the middle age, early 20s, late 20s, mid-30s don't really go to the dentist, and, yeah, so I would say every age group says that, but the older people who say that usually had a bad experience as a kid.
That was me. That's why I was really curious because, I'm in my mid-50s, and the dentist I had as a child, I don't know if it was cool back then or not, they did not use Novocaine.
Mhm.
Like, they did not use anything when I had cavities, and I remember it. So, I think it took me a while to get over that. I'm like, I think he found pleasure. Shrina, I think he found pleasure in, like, torturing us.
It's so bizarre because lots of pediatric dentists will say, I don't know about now, but at some point in time, the popular point of practice was to not give patients injections because the shot is what scares the kids. So they would avoid, if it's like a small cavity, they would avoid giving a shot to a kid. But then you have this, like, extreme pain sensory that you can refer
Yeah.
to anytime you think
Oh,
of
yeah.
dentistry because it's so intense.
All these years later, when that drill turns on, it is like the sound, like, brings back the memory, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not like that man. I did not like that man at all. I asked about people asking you for dental questions. I was one of the ones that asked Shireen for dental help. Remember, I was, like, having all these, like, tooth pain, and I think they were trying to talk me into getting they were trying to talk me into getting, a root canal, and I really didn't I was
Mhm.
like, "Do I really need it?"
Yeah.
And you were so kind, and I'm, like, texting you, and you're, like, texting me back. You were wonderful, and then
Oh,
I finally went, and I felt so much better afterwards.
that's good.
That's what I was, like, a little leery. I'm like, "Do I really need this?" Oh, I needed it. Oh, I needed
Oh.
it bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All good now.
Try to avoid it. We're like, "Oh, like, I just maybe it'll go away."
Mhm. Yeah,
Fortunately, it doesn't.
yeah. And I was, like, headed to Europe, on a trip. So
Oh my
I was like, "Should I or shouldn't I get it?"
It always happens around those big trips too.
Yeah, and I was
Oh,
like, "I did not wanna end up in Europe in
yeah.
pain,"
Oh, yeah.
right? And having
That
to
would
go
be the
find some
worst.
dentist.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows? Who knows how they I mean, Europe's probably fine, but I see
Mhm.
some pretty interesting, dental cases coming from around the world, so
Oh,
it's good that you got it done here, I'm glad.
interesting. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. We're lucky we get our education here the way we do.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, you talked about how, being a dentist helped you grow as a person. You think any of those things that you learned from being a dentist show up on the courts?
Definitely. I think actually one of the other reasons I love pickleball so much is again how it forces me to be in the moment
Mhm,
because when I'm doing dentistry, it's such a focus centered piece where I have to, I'm looking at little millimeters and I'm so hyper focused on a small area where I'm
mm,
forced to really focus and hone in on that. Now in pickleball, I noticed if I'm not really focused, I start messing up. But if I really get in the moment and I'm there and I'm focused, then I can play better. And so it almost like carries out my practice where I'm not only in the moment when I'm at work, I can be that person everywhere else as well.
mhm.
It's just, little practices throughout the day. Some people choose meditation and some people choose sports.
Yes,
It's just, makes it more fun to play and also try to practice being in the moment.
that's really cool too.
Mm.
Alright, a couple of wrap-up questions. If you could go back and say something to the version of yourself who was wandering around looking for a tennis court that day, what would you tell her?
Don't judge these little courts and look down on them because they're really, really fun.
Mhm. Uh, I think of that answer, and it's because when you do see them and you come from a tennis background, they're like little, and you hear all this stuff too about how it's like an easy game or it's like not as good or not as intense, but it can be intense.
Mm. Yeah. It can be intense and it's like just things that you can't even imagine because you haven't experienced it yet.
Mhm.
So, like, tennis is a whole different game. Pickleball, I would have never imagined, like, all the social stuff and, like, even the feeling of, like, that comes with the game itself. You just get in the groove and it's just so fun,
So fun.
but it's so different, it's just different than tennis, and I could never imagine that as a non-pickleball player of what that feeling would be until I
Mhm.
got into it, and then, yeah, it's better than what you even could imagine.
I love that. It's true. I know it's nothing like tennis at all. Like,
Yeah.
what's next for you on and off the courts?
Well, I'm, working on healing right now, so it's almost there. Hopefully, I can be back on the courts pretty soon. Summer's coming up, so yeah, just trying to travel and nothing too serious. Life is calm, life is good,
Oh, good.
and, yeah, I'm just gonna ride this wave as long as I can.
Are you sticking around in Raleigh
Yeah, for now,
for
definitely,
now?
yeah. Um, Also tired of moving, so
Mhm.
just taking a break from all the moves, but yeah, for now, I'll be in Raleigh.
Do you miss New York?
I do. I definitely do. Do you miss New York?
No, but I lived there for a lot of years, you know?
Yeah.
I get missing it though, and especially if you only live there a short time, right? There's probably so much more you could still experience, but the nice part is it's only an hour flight there, you
Yeah,
know?
but it's so different when you go visit versus when you live there. It's like
It's
so
true.
many little things happen when you live there that you just couldn't get those fun moments.
Mhm.
I would say the biggest thing for me in New York was just how crazy it was all the time. Like, if
Yeah.
I had a place maybe to go to just, like, decompress and get away from all the craziness, then I think I probably would have lasted there
Eh.
longer, but, yeah, I don't know. Who
It
knows?
is go, go, go there all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have a ultimate place where you think you wanna live? Like, are you
I
if
really feel like I haven't found my it place yet, and it's such a hard for someone whose family has moved around so much. I don't really have like a home base, I would say.
Mhm.
It makes it really difficult because you have all these options.
Yeah.
Then all my friends are spread apart, all my family is spread apart. Just want everyone in one little place.
Yeah. Yeah. Is anybody left in New Mexico?
I have a few friends that actually had moved away and now they've moved back.
Okay.
Yeah, New Mexico is great, but it's just I could never move back there. I mean, I lived there for a really long time and it's just too slow for me. And I feel like I lived there in the best time where it's just so fun. And we definitely made the most of it. I don't think I can beat those experiences. So I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I feel about New York. Like, I'm glad I grew up there and I have so many great memories and experiences, but I could never move back there. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's
You just
hard.
like yeah, different times of your life, I don't know, are meant for like different things. So
Yeah.
you'll find where you go, where
Yeah.
you'll end up.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll just come to me. We need to create like a game or something.
Yes.
It's like you gets to choose for you. It's like you have to go here.
Yes. And keep traveling, right? Because then you may end up somewhere where you're like, oh my gosh, I would love to live here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if that happens.
Yes. Let us know. Well, thanks for coming on. And when you get all healed, we'll have to go play.
Definitely. Can't wait. Can't wait for that day.
All right.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time when a new episode drops each Saturday. If you like this episode, be sure to leave us a like, and we'll see you out on the courts. Bye.